Welcome back to Thirsty's Action Figure News and Reviews. And next up is the Logan Sabretooth 2-pack, one that I've definitely been waiting for. And we're back with the first look of them out of the box, and I must say, I am definitely appreciating what we are looking at so far. This, I gotta say, just on first look, this is definitely the Sabretooth that we needed, and it is a decent Wolverine. But the main attraction is going to be Sabretooth. So first, I'll go ahead and get into Wolverine, and then we'll jump into the main event. Okay, welcome back. And now as we take a look at this Wolverine, he is nice for the most part. Now, my claws did come out a bit warped out the package. Well, not warped necessarily, but, just not in line, I would say, with how the hands are. So these will probably need to heat these up and get them looking back right. But these are definitely some nice claws. These looks like the ones that came from the actual Wolverine movie figure. Now, as far as this Wolverine goes, this head sculpt is actually pretty decent. He's got this serious, I'm ready for some stuff to pop off look to him. You can see he has these hairs that are painted on the chest, the forearms, and his hands, which looks really good. Looks like he has this abdominal twist here back and forth. Looks like he can lean forward just that much. He can lean back just a little. His head goes up this much, tilts down very well. These boots, looks like these are the same boots maybe from the Old Man Logan pack. They don't go up too far, don't go back too far, but this is the Wolverine body that we normally get for this. He can have the double arm twist. These do have pins in them. They're not pinless. And unlike a lot of people, the pins don't really bother me, especially when it's the same color back and front. They did, however, give us pinless joints for the elbow, which, as we all know, works pretty good with this Logan. Gives you a very nice dip for that. Arms do go all the way out. Fully rotates. Hinge at the wrist, back and forth. And now, let's take a look at this alternate head sculpt. Okay, here we are with the alternate head sculpt, and this one is with the black hat. Facial expression, I really can't really tell a difference. What would have been nice if they would have had a growling face for this, so when he's jumping to fight Sabretooth, he looked angry, or better yet, a head sculpt without a hat. That, to me, would have been a definitely an improvement for what this figure may need. Not that this is bad in any way, it's just pretty much the same with a different color hat. Okay, and now it looks like we have a different set of hands. He has a C-gripped hand, which hinges up and down. He has this, I don't know, trying to reach for you hand or grabbing hand, and it hinges in and out. Logan also comes with this nice set of playing cards and has Xavier on the back, which is, I guess it was a good add-on for this figure. So now, can he hold these cards? Aha, there we go. And that looks like a man with a full house or a straight flush waiting to play with Kurt and Colossus and the rest of the team. So over and all for this figure, he's pretty good. He's decent. He's the Logan that we would expect to get. I am not the biggest plainclothes Wolverine fan, but even with all that being said, I think he's a very good figure. I think what paint apps they are came out very nice. The texture on the front and back of the shirt looks good. The hair that they have painted underneath the shirt looks good. The belt buckles and everything they do look like jeans. Very good. Well, I wouldn't say very good because the Articulation is limited in the feet, but they are decent. It does what it needs to do. And with that being said, let's move on to our main event, which is Sabretooth. And here we are back with Sabretooth. And if I must say, this is the Sabretooth that I've been waiting for. It is the Sabretooth on the body that we have been looking for. We have pinless arms. These clawed hands look amazing. This collar piece looks really good. The growling head sculpt. Oh man, it looks like Sabretooth is really ready to cause some damage. He does have pinned legs, but again, like I said before, pins are not really something that bothers me if it makes sense with the character. Again, the clothes, um, they're the same color on either side, so who cares really? But this Sabretooth looks like he is going to cause some damage. The paint apps they put on here are pretty clean. I have no issues with that. With the tiger stripe, how the fur collar comes up in the back. This is how we want Sabretooth to look. His arm gauntlets looks good. This is an overlay piece. So if you pop the hands off, technically you can pull this part off, even though it is keyed in, so it doesn't move around. It looks phenomenal. I mean, we have the butterfly joints, also looks good. It hinges in and out with the hands. I don't know what to say about this guy outside of he just looks amazing. His articulation, he can kick up that high, kick back just a little, legs go out that far. He can definitely do a great T-joint pose and get this hand into a good swiping, like I am about to take some flesh off of that body. And with that head sculpt growling the way it is, this man is open for business. Now, let's check out his alternate hands and head sculpt. And here we are with the alternate hands and head sculpts. Now, this head is probably going to be the one that I'm going to keep on here. This one is that, I am up to no good. Y'all think I may have changed, but I'm not going to. This is a man who anyone can get it. Kids, old folks, women, men, it doesn't matter. Whoever has that time, Sabretooth has got that time for them. Now, this hand sculpt, it looks like this is more of a gripping hand, like I got you by that leg, holding you upside down. You know that life is really about to be over for you. This one, we have another swiping type of hand. This one also looks good. It gives what it needs to give as far as a Sabretooth figure goes. Again, he looks just as dangerous as he needs to look, for real. And I'm very happy with this figure. This definitely looks like what we need to. Now, as far as Sabretooth goes, if there's any downside, it's the head sculpt. He cannot look back that much due to the collar piece, but Sabretooth is taller than most of his enemies, so he's not really looking up to a whole bunch of people. Not to give them a pass on that, but it looks up just that much. It looks down a great deal, like, yeah, it's over for you when I'm standing over you, for real, for real. So, but this Sabretooth, he looks amazing. I mean, what are you gonna do when something like this is walking up on you with that type of grin on his face? You just know that your time is done. I mean, it is a wrap for you, for real, for real. You know, this are the type of figures that we are thirsty for. These are the ones where Legends is like, yo, we told you we could do it. Y'all see what we're doing, and there are no complaints about him at all. So again, like I said, some people may complain about the pins in the legs. To me, it's not a big deal. I've really not ever really cared about the things with pins or no pins, even though, yes, they do look better when it's pinless, but on a figure like this, it's not really going to matter. It doesn't make any difference. You are going to have so much playability and fun with him. That is not even anything that's going to look on your mind. Now, let's see what he looks like with some other figures. And here we are with a few different size comparisons to show you just the difference in size and scale with some of these figures. You got the new Angel, which matches up great with Sabretooth, especially when you want to have maybe a playset of the Marauders and when they first captured Angel and, did away with his wings, even though we do need some more figures of those. And the height comparison between Sabretooth and Wolverine. And we have Jubilee, who's also one of my favorite X-Men characters. And the height comparison for these guys really look great. I think it fits in quite nicely with everyone. Now let's take a look at a few more. Okay, and here we go with another comparison next to Cyclops and Jean Grey and one of our other more feral characters, Tigra. They actually all look good together. They scale good together. Again, I don't have any complaints whatsoever with this pack. So that was it. So the bottom line when it comes to this Wolverine Sabretooth 2-pack, I highly recommend picking up this pack. The Sabretooth is definitely the Sabretooth that you've been waiting for. He looks amazing. He looks great. Like I said, there's no real issues that I have with this figure. Paint apps, deco, head sculpt, hands. He's got what I need for a Sabretooth figure. Wolverine, he is a decent figure. He's a good, updated, plainclothes Wolverine. Like I said, the only thing that I might have wanted to add with that is a alternate head sculpt with no hat, growling face, looking like he's ready to go into battle. And with that being said, as far as this is a great pack, I'm going to end this right here. Pick this up. These figures look amazing. And I would highly recommend it. And as always, remember to stay thirsty, my friends, and pick up these things that we love. And I'm out.